Today we are going to play with paint markers again, and we're going to try out numbers 8 through 24, so all the warm colors. Welcome to my channel. This is Darcy, and this is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. I was perusing the internet, the interwebs, Instagram. I was, checking out there. And Willow Wanders, who does the fodder school, her post came up, and I was like, oh, I want to do some of those. So I started out kind of doing some similar to hers, and then I usually go off on my own. And then I was like, oh, this would be fun to do with the markers, the paint pens. You don't have to have paint pens to do this. I think in the fodder school they often use watercolors, but you can use markers, pens, whatever, or just, draw them and, I don't know, just have fun. So I am just going to kind of draw, use the colors all over, and I've already got them primed up and ready to go this time. So there's none of that to drive you crazy, which is good. So I'm going to disperse this color around the page and hope that I'm in frame. If I tend to do this though, so I'll try to straighten it out every now and then. And I'm being super random. I don't know where these flowers are going to end up by the circles I'm putting, but we'll do one more thing over here. I mean, can still add more. So I'll start with the ones on the right, and as I use one, I'll move it to the left. So I don't have to do that because I'm just kind of putting them at the beginning, right? And I'm not going to lose my covers. No, I'm not, because I put it on there. I was like, what happened to the cover? So that was number 8, which was Purple Plum, and this is number 9. Oh, number 22 just fell. Sorry about that. Stay. And I got some greens up here in case I want, and gold. Alright, so that was number 8. So now number 9, which is Autumn Dusk. I swatched them all and then I wrote their names so I wouldn't forget. So Autumn Dusk. It is nice having them ready to go and not have to like sit there and wait. And they're opaque, so they will cover my pencil marks, which is nice. For the most part they do anyway. I guess some of that's showing through, but who cares? I don't. Oh, and they're supposed to dry fast, but I tend to still make a mess of them because I forget and I don't let them dry at all, apparently I'm not good at waiting for things to dry before I mess with them. These are just, we'll get what we get. I mean, all the colors look pretty good. They're all earth tones. These are all the earth ones, yeah. So, that's nice. And number 10 is Rose Pink. So, I may tend to do the flowers that are in the same color family. Or I'll mix them. Who knows? Really. I mean, and what's nice is that they are opaque enough that if I wanted to do this light pink over a dark pink, I totally could. I don't have the box, but these are Tooli Art, Tooli-ART. Let's see, yeah, Tooli Art. And this was a box of 36. It was skin tones and earth tones. It was about $40, I think, for the whole set. But if I get Posca pens, a set of 8 costs about the same price. Whoops. So, I think they're a good buy. And if you didn't see my last video, you can see the paint inside, which is kind of fun and cool. So, yeah. I mean, I'm no pro at using paint markers. I just use them. I use them and abuse them. You'll see, this one does not want to. It's the first one I've had problems with that isn't doing what I need. You don't shake it without the cover on. that would not be my recommendation from, you know, just knowledge. Alright, so that was number 10, which was rose pink, and number 11 is piglet pink. It just gives me a chuckle. Just gives me a little bit of a chuckle. So we'll try to cover that pencil, well, I'm going around that pencil, but we got to be careful, and this one has to have like other colors besides pink, or it's going to look boobyish. We don't want boobies. Well, because maybe some of you do, but I don't really want boobies in my art. And, you know, that's what'll stand out in my brain, because, alright, this one's doing, I must not have got these quite, I must have needed to press them a little longer. I was impatient. I wanted to start playing. I think that is what, see, impatient. I totally just stuck my hand in the paint. So yesterday I did blobs, if you missed that video. And also I'm going to start changing the time I put my videos out. So I'm going to put them out earlier, because I was listening to Lindsay's Sat Chat, and the first hour, how well your video does the first hour will it has consequences. And if I'm putting it out at, I'm not Gail, so, you know, I don't have the luxury of just putting it out at midnight and it doing well regardless. Gail Agustinelli, she's awesome. I watch her every morning with my coffee and my breakfast. Alright, I think I mentioned that yesterday. Number 12 is peach. So, do a little peach. So I tend to do that. I tend to like see something and then do a couple, like that's what I did with these. Like I had seen them and I did a couple like the drawing, and then I kind of went off on my own. Those were a lot more random. If you saw yesterday's video, you saw how those developed. So these will be a little bit more, they're a little more planned. I'm planning flowers, but they're not like totally planned. It's still going to be, you know, we'll get what we get. We'll see what we get when we're done. It's just doodling with paint markers, really. And you know, well, some of you that only see me on YouTube don't know, but I like to doodle. Those that know me on Facebook and Instagram will know that I get paint everywhere. We're not going to worry about it. I don't know why I just did that. So this is number 13, which is just rosy peach. So rosy peach is this one, and it is nice and doing good. It's right, drawing like a pro. Like it knows what it's doing. We're not going to worry about if it matches. I mean, they're earth tones, so, and I do like earth tones and muted colors and stuff like that. So when I saw this particular set, I was like, ooh, yep, gotta have it. That was before I started cleaning up my area, and some of these flowers are going to be small, some are going to be big, some will be crowded together. Apparently, these are all big. Let's maybe do this. Gotta make sure I cover the pencil mark, that's all. So, I might be a little bit more not so punchy today, because, you know, my last video was at night. At night. I was doodling at night. I've been doing a lot of nighttime crafting. Today's Saturday, and I woke up couple hours before my alarm would go off. Hate when that happens. And thought I'd be tired enough to go to sleep, but nope, that didn't happen. I'm afraid to get to fall back to sleep. And I know it's Saturday, and a lot of people get to turn off their alarm on Saturday, but my son gets a pill every morning, so, but not too early. But, you know, I also didn't fall asleep till after 2 sometime, because Gail's video had already, because hers goes up midnight, you know, her time. I mean, yeah, which is 2 o'clock my time. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah, some of these flowers are definitely going to overlap because I am being fairly random. This is tedious, isn't it? Just me doing these petals really slow like that. Although, you know, you can see it's not that hard to do. You just fix it with line work afterwards. You just make little half circles for your petals, and they don't have to be perfect. They don't, these aren't looking, I don't want these to look like real flowers. They're doodle flowers, and you know, fun times. So we're not stressing about, what was this? Oh, this one was peach. Seems more like a, because the next one is, wait, what number is this? This is 14. Oh, this is summer tan. I was going to say, this feels more like a summer tan. This feels like more like a tan. It is summer tan. Is what this one is. Alright, and I haven't gone over any colors yet. Let's see. How it looks over the plum. Looks kind of cool on the plum, actually. Might want to bring that in later on in my le fleur. Okay, that was 14. Where's 15? Oh, 15. 15 is dark tan. You know, because why not? That one looks good and juicy. Alright, so dark tan, which is a little like a burnt orange in a way. Come all the way around there. There we go. Let's see, maybe do a go around this one. See, I tend to draw at an angle, and I think these are like more better for like straight up and down, and I don't know who draws like that. Maybe people do, but it seems to come out better if you just go up and down instead of at an angle, which is just, I just have to kind of remember that, I guess. I don't use them all the time. I mean, it doesn't mean I'll never use them all the time. Are you going out, honey? I have no idea what you just said. Do you guys know what he said? Trying to figure out something. That one was dark tan. Number 16, pale skin. We're definitely not doing this one in the middle because we don't want to end up with boobies. So we'll stick to the outside. Is this one still? That one should be a skin tone. Nope, it's an earth tone. Wonder if it's in here twice. Don't know. It's kind of like a, I don't know what it is kind of like. It's not bad. Very subtle next to the, I think that one's peach, so that I just put it next to. Do you guys remember? I don't remember. I'd be amazed if you remembered what color I put where. That would be amazing. We're going to put a weird color in the middle there so that it doesn't, It can look like an eyeball. That'd be okay. Hopefully by the time we're done, it just looks like a flower. That's the hope here. All right, number 17 is baked earth. So definitely getting some earth. I know we need to do something with this middle bit here, don't we? It's not quite round. Could just erase it. That's where I started going off trying new stuff, I guess. That's not helpful at all. Where's the pencil I was using? Oh my goodness. Also this pencil kind of has paint on it, so there's that. We'll think about this idea sometime, doing the little circles around the edge or somewhere. Might not end up, don't do what I did, because you're gonna have some wet paint here and there. Remember where I said don't do what I did? Yeah, we're just gonna make sure it gets covered. So yeah, don't do what I did though. Baked earth, a little bit more somewhere. Let's see, maybe little dots in here. Yes, dots will happen. If you watched me yesterday, you know I like my dots. All right, next color, what was this one? 17, so we're getting out of order now. Oh well. 18 is burnt crimson. I mean, it kind of looks like burnt sienna, but you know, burnt crimson. Is what it says. Let's see. I don't worry about if my circles are perfect. I don't want them perfect. I like them better if they're not perfect. At least that's what I tell myself. That's what I tell myself. And, you know, if you want to doodle and you don't think you're very good at it, just tell yourself that too. Wonky lines are good lines. We like wonky lines. Alright, there is a little string hanging off of this, which is giving me a little tiny little tail on my dots. Always getting little strings on these. Alright, that was burnt crimson. Antique red is number 19. I don't know if it's going to be much different than the burnt crimson, but we'll see. See, I figured these flowers, I know they tend to do them with watercolor, but I thought, wouldn't they also be fun with paint pens? And some people might be more comfortable with paint pens. Never know. Some people don't have, or just markers. I mean, if all you have is some Crayola or Rose Art markers, you can still doodle and draw and have fun. You just get lost in it. It's just... And then, I mean, you don't have to do these in a journal. You could do them on paper, and then you can cut them out and use them on your tags. I mean, this is just so that I have the idea. I like to put it in my journal so I have the idea. And I might come across this again someday and be like, oh yeah, I need to, you know, put these on some paper that I can cut out and have fun with. I'm trying to save some of my yellows and oranges for centers. Can you tell? That was 19. Number 20. Yay, we're getting to the oranges. Rustic orange. All right, let's see what we can. All right, that's still wet. That's the problem. Anything wet over here? I think we're fairly dry on this side. Let's see if we can salvage. That is much brighter than I anticipated. But it's definitely going to cover. Wow, that is a nice opaque burnt orange right there. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get way down in the crease of that, but that is a color. Let's see, put it in the middle here maybe. No, it's a little dark, so I think I'm going to just put it there and then put a lighter color there, and maybe some little crisscross happening there. And let's see what we can do right there, just to have that show up a little bit more, maybe around this brown. See, if we tried to be perfect, it wouldn't be relaxing. Whoops. If I remember what color was under that, then I can. Might have been burnt, baked earth, it might have been. All right, number 21 is Tiger Lily. This one looks like one I'm going to like a lot. So, this one's definitely a brighter orange, but not like too bright. And if you've ever had a tiger lily, pretty close to one of the colors. I think they're more of like, they're not just one solid color. At least you don't, like with the paint pens, you don't necessarily, well, as long as it's still wet when you're doing it, you won't necessarily have, well, no, lines are showing, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's got a fur baby. There we go. Whew, that's bright. Go here. All right, and the next color, this was 21, is 22, which is Baja Sunset. Definitely want to do some centers with the yellow. And some knot centers, because, you know, I like yellow. Do we like yellow on, let's, oh, it doesn't really show up real great. But I started, so I'm just going to keep going. And it shows up some. So when I want more regular dots, I just make a line and then I go in between the last line of dots. Do you see what I'm saying? So like these two dots, I'm just going to try to space it over here like I did the other ones and just go in between. And just keep doing that as I go across. That's when I want like more of a regular pattern. A regular pattern, not irregular. Gotta do some more yellow somewhere, right? More yellow. Might be nice. It's kind of like a, it's not a goldenrod yellow, it's more orangey than that, I think. Personally. Let's see, will it cover this mess here? I mean, they say they're opaque, but pretty much. So if you're using paint pens, don't freak out too much. If it gets everywhere, you can cover it, apparently, to some degree. If you're using markers, well, you might not have that issue, because they're not going to be quite as wet. If you're using watercolor, you might want to let it dry in between. Oh my word. And then when I do line work, which I might use gold or, because you know I haven't found my white. Why would I find my white? 23 is Desert Sunrise. We definitely have more flowers in some places than other places. And my ability to make straight lines, or, you know, stay inside the lines, is dwindling. Let's have it in here. But, you know, as artists, do we really want to stay inside the lines? Is that our goal? Do we want to do this? There we go. I think you just want to make sure you do it fast enough so that it's kind of still wet, so that you don't end up with streaks. I don't know. I don't know. I know nothing. Oh good, I think some of the fluff came off. The fluff and fluff. Okay, and the last one is Sunflower. And that one is a nice yellow. So let's see, in the middle here. Ooh, it is bright. Look at that brightness. Maybe as our petals here. Well, that's not gonna, that one does not want to cover my pencil marks. Well, it will, I guess, if I do it, try hard enough. But I will go ahead and erase those. And that way I won't have to work so hard to cover them. So I'm gonna, before I even wipe the eraser bits off, I will let that yellow bit dry, I guess. Because otherwise it's just gonna smudge, right? I can get most of them off without making too much of a mess, she says, as she sticks her finger right in it. Definitely have to outline it, because while it's bright, it is doesn't really stand out a whole lot. Why did I think that I had that line all the way around? Okay. I'm not loving the sunflower with these colors, but now I put it in two places. I probably want to at least add it in one more place so that it doesn't look odd. So if I want to make a triangle, then I guess right around here. Ooh. It'll be great in other applications, but in this particular one, not loving it. Let's see. Just gonna pick up some random ones and make some more bits. The fun part will be the second layer. So I might pause and finish this first layer so that we can move on to the second layer and not have this take forever and ever. I mean, I'm just doing circles. Well, and I don't know. I'll try not to do too much of the, let's see, what color do I want there? I'm not sure what colors I already have. Oh, that's a pale. Let's go with the, actually, is that might be plum. That one there is probably the plum. And I want that to show. So, number 9. I'll do number 9. That might work. Oh, hubby probably couldn't get a hold of me, so he called the boy. So, anyway. What color did I use in here? I kind of want to use that on the outside. That was potentially the rusty. 15 is dark tan. Now I want 20. I want 20. Yep. That's not 20, but that's okay. See, I made wonky petals. And I'm okay with that. I don't need anything from the store. My goodness. I mean, if I can hear him, you can probably hear him. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, so it's Easter weekend. Do any of you have plans for Easter? Let's see, my husband's at work today. He has to go into work 2 days a week, and he can work from home 2 days a week. He works 4 10-hour days. And work is like 45 minutes away. And he goes in probably about, to get there, probably about 6. Like I don't know, he worries about traffic. So he gets there extra early. So he's usually awake like 4:30. So when he was still up at 10:30 last night, I was like, sweetie, you gotta work tomorrow. So, and he's like, yeah. He went to bed. But he got a phone call from an old friend that he hadn't heard from in a while before that. And I think that kind of hyped him up a little bit. So, his friend has a new job, which is cool. The pastor up in, well, he's in ministry. I don't know if he's a pastor, but he's in ministry up in Maine. He was a police officer, his friend, that got injured and didn't want to do desk jobs, so. But yeah, we hadn't heard from him in a long time, so it was kind of nice to hear how he's doing and what's up with him. He lives up in New Hampshire now. He used to live down here in Virginia. I just need some wider pieces. If I just keep doing thin lines, it's going to take forever. I'll have to try these with watercolor too sometime. I think that's how they do it in the fodder school world. I mean, there's no wrong way. Just saying. I'm gonna do something down here. Okay, I don't know if all pens do this. Actually, they do, because even when I'm using Posca pens, I have to come over here and get the paint up to the nib. So I guess it's just me, maybe. Maybe I'm just not a good painter. Alright, this needs something. Should we just go crazy and do the plum? Gotta get some of that brown poopy stuff covered up. If it wasn't brown, it might not be so bad, but you know, brown swiped over on a page is not an attractive look. I have an idea for a background. So we'll see if I do that or not. But I gotta get the flowers done first. Alright, I'm gonna pause and do like some more circles and I'll be back. I guess I should do a few petals with you, huh? Let's see, I started doing some. Let's see, I got 2 with that type. I might do another one. What's nice is because they are opaque, that, you know, if I wanted to layer this one on top of this one, it will be, well, it should be fine. Ideally, it should paint over that without, if you have the right, if your marker works, come on, give me some paint. There we go. There we go. You just have to make sure that your ink is flowing good. Then it will cover it. So then you get the layers with the different flowers. And this time I'm remembering, I can see it through a little bit, but that's alright. This time I'm remembering to do my doodling part last. Okay, but it's going to be under this flower because I can do that. The flowers are multi-layered. So that's how that one will be. And I'll probably add a color in between that. Let's see. What other we've got? Oh, we need to do some more wonky ones like that, huh? Like, come on. This one will go underneath that one. Okay. There's no rhyme or reason to what I did where with that one. It's just kind of a blobby flower. And should we do another blobby flower up here? I thought I had plum in my hand, but I did not. I think I have dark tan. That's alright. It will look good with the gold on it, so. So everything's all good. Bless you, Dad. So there's another wobbly, wonky, weird flower. And that should be dry now. I needed that to dry to do the next. Oh, I do want plum is number 8, right? Let's do plum. That'll be fun there. Let's see. Well, these are down here, so I could probably do one up here with the. I wanted plum because I wanted a dark color to go over the really dark of this. Figured I probably needed something darker. Maybe. Maybe I didn't. I mean, it does say opaque, right? And it'll be a little bit more defined when I add the line work. I mean, I would do white if I could find the white, but you know I can't find my white. So it'll be probably gold. I think gold will go with these tones better than silver. I think. That's one thing I like about the markers is you can do layers, because even if you have something down already, you didn't have to pre-plan your layer, you know what I mean? You're gonna be able to just draw, you know, paint right over it. So that is definitely one thing I'm liking about paint pens. I haven't played with, other than the doodling that I do on top of other stuff, I have not done a lot with paint pens. This is, last couple days has been the most that I've done, really. See, this is all that it is to these doodly flowers. You draw some circles, you draw some half circles, you got some flowers. Don't overthink it. And then I think, like I did the wonky flowers, the wonky leaves over there. I'll do that over here too. I like those. I don't know what my boys are watching, but it does not sound family friendly for when I'm recording. Just saying. Apparently that is going to be in the front of this one. I haven't really thought about what I wanted to do with that yet. I'm just doing wonky petals. You can do that. I could leave the space. I could color in this space. They're not even all even. Look at this. Some are shorter than the others. And then where I went, okay, I might go over with this other flower. This other flower might come over this one. Not sure yet. Okay. What do we want to do? Those were some wet dots, just saying. Let's see. I'm just trying stuff. And I want the wonky flower in front because I just like it. I do not know what those boys are watching. Just wanted to try something with those circles to see how they looked in the flower. Okay, this is just going to be go. And when I come through with the gold, that's gonna cover a multitude of annoyments. Let's see. I know we got some blank spots in the middle, but that's okay. We still need some petals and some doodling in the middles. We do lines, we can do dots. Oh, we gotta do something here so it's, yeah, now it can look more like an eyeball. Does not have to be perfect. We just want a little bit of interest here and there. This was 23, which is Desert Sunrise. I think that might, if it wasn't all messed up. By messed up, I mean the tip is shedding, basically. Essentially, it was shedding. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. When it starts doing that thing, it's shedding. I want not, so I'm going to do some big circles, small circles, different size circles. So they're not, that's an irregular pattern there. Let's see. Let's do some circles here. Well, the nice thing about little circles, these do nice little circles when you just press down. That's one nice thing that I do like about it. Let's see. Just gonna go around the edge here. Add a little brightness over there. Where else do we need some brightness? Here would be a good place. It's really dark there. Maybe in here. We'll stay to the outside edge of it. Keep them all the same size. Sometimes I'll make bigger circles where there's a bigger space, and sometimes I'll do more like that, where it's, whoops, just out to the edge or in towards the middle or in the middle. All right, another color, 14, which was summer tan. No, I don't want summer tan. I want more like number 10. Is this number 10? Yep. I haven't used that one in a while. All right, I had one. No, I don't want to do it there. This one needs some petals, doesn't it? We'll do some different size shark fins, I guess. Over here, it's not gonna really, you know, you're not gonna see the definition of them anyway. Just down here, because this one's underneath. Well, I might go on top, right, of one of those, but not the other. Okay, so long shark fin, short shark fin. Can't tell what size shark fin. And then, see that one's, oh, I was going to do this one over. That's right. I need a little bit more paint. Short shark fin, long shark fin, short shark fin, long. See this one, this little one's gonna go over some other ones, I'm thinking. There we go, got another flower happening over there. That looks like it's a mouth with teeth now. Let's see, what do we want to do? I think I'm going to do a little layer of lighter color here, and come back in for my my petals in a second with that one. I might even do, what was 20? Rustic orange. We just did like a rustic orange there. We don't want to do that. How about Baja Sunset? Yeah, I mean, it's in there, but that's okay. So we're going on over this flower, under that flower. Oh, it's the same color as that. I mean, not that you can't do that, but I don't want to. Let's hope this color is going to cover. Let's see how opaque you are. Let's see. What kind of shape do we want to do our petals? Now over here, if they're going under, it won't matter what the shape is. Not sure how well that's going to cover. I can always come over with a darker color if I have to. But we might be alright. We'll see. We'll do our wonky half a little square, kind of a rectangle thing. Weird shape thing. Not really a shape per se. Ugh. You gotta be careful that you don't, and that paint might not have been totally dry, so that might be what I'm fighting against right now. Alright. I'll go over that a second time, I think. Okay. Just gotta remember that that is, I need to let it dry, she says, and then she goes in and goes over it anyway. She doesn't even listen to herself. Alright, we gotta wait, because all we're doing now is getting the orange on the pink, which is number 11, which is Piglet Pink. We don't want orange on our Piglet Pink. Number 13, we haven't used in a little while either, which is Rosy Peach. Let's see. I'm gonna on the outside of this, give it a little extra something. So now I have to decide if I want to go ahead and do black and then gold, or gold and then black. I have an empty spot here, but it's okay. We still have a couple that need petals too, don't we? We've got the pale, we got the orange. Number 15 is dark tan. Alright, that should be a little bit different than the... This one's going to have weird little just eyelash petals. We need them a little thicker, so we're just going to add a medium line here. There we go. Yep, that's what your petals can be, something as simple as that. Now, we got one more that needs something, and it is the upper layer of a lot of things. Number 21, Tiger Lily. I think that's already on there, but that's okay. We'll just do this. Oh, I think I was supposed to go under that one. Oops. That's alright. We'll go over it. This one's under. This one's over. Just to confuse y'all. There we go. Just a little flower there. Just popping out. Alright. You gotta have some place for the eye to rest. I mean, it's the middle of the bottom, but black. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and outline everything with black. Do you need to watch that? Oh, I still need to add some like more details on the insides. That will still happen. But this will define some of our bits, and it's okay if it's not perfect. Let's see, let me go ahead and outline this as best we can. And go to the next one. So yeah, I'm going to do this for a few minutes, and then I'll be back, because I don't know. If I do beyond outlining, I'll come back. Okay, so I think I got them all. I did the outlines of all the petals and at least one line around the inside. So now I want to go and use my gold pen and add some stuff, like just kind of come around and outline some of these circles. It doesn't have to be all the circles. It can even be outside here somewhere. Not sure how I guess the gold's alright. Let's see. Yeah, in here I guess. So yeah, I just kind of want to outline some of my lines, define them a little bit. If I could find my white pen, that's what I would be using. And this is also kind of adding a line, because there's just no way that I can get exactly on the line. So it adds some fun, I hope. That's the goal. Add a little bit of fun and definition a little bit, maybe. Because like, see here, you can hardly see where the color where the colors are different. And here I wanted to do a swirl, which is, oh, I think I was going to do it in a color, but that's alright. That's why I left that one like big like that. And here, Add some brightness. I don't like the gold on the brown, I think, is what I'm not liking, but I don't know that silver would have been better. You know what would have been good? White. White would have been good. Gotta find my white Posca pen. Or one of my white Signos. That was the other thing that I couldn't really find. And when I take a picture, I need to make sure it's not shiny, because, I mean, that it is a better picture than what I took yesterday. Because it shows all the imperfections. I know I'm not trying to be perfect or anything, but I'm like, wow, that is all kinds of messed upness in there. So, yep, this is just what I'm doing now. You don't have to use gold. You don't even have to use the same color. You could just add more colors in there if you wanted to. What am I missing? Here. Not loving the gold on this Baja Sunset either. But, oh well. Hey, it was just testing out the markers and see how they look. We weren't looking for perfection. And having the idea of the flowers. That's basically what this spread's about. It's remembering an idea and kind of, you know, playing with the colors and see how they look. Because that's fun. And it was nice to know we were doing flowers and just not starting out with blobs like we did. Nothing wrong with starting out with blobs. That was kind of a fun way to do it. The purple does not show up real great on the red-orange. Alright, I was thinking, do I want to do it with black or gold? You know, like, what am I thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't want to overdo things too much. I don't think I've done gold on this one yet. Does everything have some gold on it? Because it'll look weird if it has no gold on it and everything else has some gold. That's all. Now what? What should we do? Add some, I like the purple, so let's go ahead and add some purple here and there. Here and there. This one's empty in here. It needs a little something. It doesn't need it. It could just be circles, and that's okay too. Okay, now that I've done that, I do not necessarily love the purple there. I mean, I could cover it, but I also could just add more purple. I have to wait for that to dry before I decide what I want to do on there. Let's see, we got little pops of yellow here, there, and there. It's a lot of yellow down here, though. Maybe just go ahead and add a little, and go back over with that black line, because these are covering that black line a bit. That's not a big deal. Just adding a little bit of other color to that. Oh, my nose itches. Alright, where's my black pen? I kind of want to add some doodling. Where did the... It's a... Seriously? Excuse me. I wanted this one. It doesn't seem to spray as much as the the Posca one, but I haven't used it much either, so it totally could. So this is what I was saying before, that this is the part I would wait and do with you guys. Just doing some doodling. Do I do it the same on every petal? No, I don't. I just play and relax. Might get other ideas for other flowers just by doing this one. Yep, I think the doodling I did want. Definitely did. Maybe not on all of them, but definitely on some of them. And I was thinking this just needs down the center a little bit, maybe. Should go get the mail. It came and I heard it. I mean, not that I'm expecting anything precious. Got a card from my friend Heather. Thanks, Heather. It was nice to hear from you. Let's see. Oh, this is helping already. I might even put another color on those ends. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, we got crisscross there and we got dots there. What if we just do some black circles? It does spray a little bit. Not as bad as the Posca pen so far. I'm not saying that it's gonna stay that way. I don't think I'm going to outline the inside of this here. It's just needs a little bit of dimension, as does this. And I think I'm going to add little tiny little speckles in here. Just and then just kind of come in on one side here with these. And I think I want to outline the inside of this one. I need more ink. Come on. I need more paint. It's not ink, it's paint. I'm used to markers having ink. But these are paint pens. Okay. Oh, we need to do something. I think I'm just going to do little circles right around this purple thing. Those are little circles. It's going to take me a while to finish going around that with circles, isn't it? Go really fast. And going fast is how you get your little sprays, but oh well. Let's see. Kind of outline some gold there. Okay. Oops. maybe outline my centers. That seems to be helping a little bit. Whoops. Falling. That one I did. That one, not great. That's okay. We just make it look like, see, sometimes the paint dries a little bit on the thicker side. Just kind of doing squiggly lines. Just little squiggly lines. That's all that is. Let's see. I want to do more circles in here. Maybe just different size circles. Do some bigger ones so it doesn't take me all day, kind of a deal. Those can be the seeds of the flower, so it can propagate and make more weird flowers. Let's see. Oh, this middle. This middle. This middle will be here. Sometimes the middle is just the one color. Sometimes the middle is the middle. This one. Don't know. I think that I like what that looked like, so I'm going to try that again. There you go. And that's just the weird way that I doodle. Oh, definitely want to define these colors a little bit, I think. It just helps it. I don't know, that makes it look less messy. Because, you know, sometimes the colors bleed into each other a little bit. It just defines it a little bit, I guess. I don't know, they're fun doodly flowers. They're not meant to be perfect. They're meant to be fun doodly flowers. Alright. So, I think we need to be done. I was going to do like a background. Like I just kind of wanted to do, I was thinking about lines with leaves, but I might just do just lines. And that gives a different, because everything else is round and whatnot. So I'm thinking I'll just do lines. Just kind of straightish. They're not going to be perfect. I'll be right back and then you'll see the end result. So here we have the final spread, because it's a spread in a journal. But yeah, you could totally make these and cut them out and use them as embellishments in your journals. Alright, I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you. Oh, I think I need a different basket for these, or do something if they're gonna fall out of the handles. So I tried to have them this way. Alright, keep them that way and they should be fine. Oh, here. Use this to block that handle and use this to block that handle. I'm a genius. Yep, that's a paint pen. That's a pencil. It goes over there. Oh, washi tape from the other video I need to put away. Where's my thing of plushy tape. Where did it go? There it is. It's right next to me. I saw it, and my eyeballs saw it, but I didn't see it. Blue pages. Those can be thrown away. This can go up there with the other journals that I've got going. That can be up there too. Let's see, this goes up here. This goes in here. These can go in with the scraps. And oh, this one's, oh, these fell out of the, gotta put them in here. I love this envelope. It's so cute. I had some extra things I needed to just toss in there. Oh yeah, because I was like, if I'm going to use a toucan, it's going to be in here. Or if I'm going to use donut stickers, it's going to be in this journal, most likely. So, or any of these sports things, and googly eyes, I'm all set for the rest of the year. For this fun collage. Oh, thingamajig. Oh my word, go in there. Well, you used to fit, but that was before I had, oh, the envelope got moved. That was before I had 10 million other things added to the pocket. Alright, you go in. You're the one that's supposed to fit in here. What the heck? In there. That's the reason I have that. There we go. All you other ones are just going to have to... Cat butt. These cards are funny. Simon's Cats. You guys ever play that game? Alright. Desk is just about cleared off because, I don't know, I figure if I keep recording when I clean off my desk, I might clean off my desk. And then if I stop recording cleaning off my desk, you'll ask me, hey, are you still cleaning off your desk? And I'll be like, no, but I really should. Bye for real.